Ginger Zee injured her pelvis earlier this week during rehearsals for Dancing with the Stars, and her participation in the show's season 22 finale is now in question. The Good Morning America meteorologist who gave birth to her first child in December told ABC News Sunday she felt a lower back spasm and that takes your breath away after she worked on a contemporary routine with her professional partner Val Chemerinsky last week. Zee explained, by Wednesday I went to see a physical therapist for the show, Gina Michela, and she said my pelvis was forward and an inch off. She also added, I came back the next day and my pelvis was backwards and an inch the other way. My pelvis was just moving all around. My pelvis is very loose and unstable because I just had a baby. Zee's fellow finalists in the Celebrity Dance-Off are mixed martial artist Paige Van Zandt and America's Next Top Model Nal DeMarco. Zee was optimistic that she will be able to finish out the season, posting on Instagram a message that said, honored to be part of this group. At Dancing ABC finale is Monday and Tuesday night. The words accompanied a photo of her with Van Zandt and DeMarco. Talk show co-host Tamar Braxton announced Sunday she is leaving The Real, which is in the midst of its second season. The 39-year-old singer, Tamara Murray Housley, Lonely Love, Gina Malley, and Andrea Babylon have starred on the program since it began in 2013. Braxton and The Real representatives said in a joint statement to E! News, The Real and Tamar Braxton have mutually decided that Tamar will not be continuing with the show for its upcoming third season. She will be leaving in order to concentrate on her solo career. Everyone associated with The Real appreciates Tamar's efforts and the contributions she has made to the show's success, and we wish her all the best in the future. Actress Eva Longoria has married Jose Antonio Bastan during a sunset ceremony in Valle de Bravo, Mexico. A source told People magazine Saturday they married on an altar under lots of lights. It was very romantic. Eva wore her hair down and smiled during the whole ceremony. He was in a gray suit. Longoria wore a sleeveless white gown paired with a long white veil when she wed her third husband, who is the president of Latin America's media brand Televisa. The couple began dating in 2013, and Bastan proposed to Longoria during a vacation in Dubai this past December. She was previously married to Tony Parker and Tyler Christopher. Both unions ended in divorce. The cremated remains of WWE superstar Joni Chyna Lauder will be scattered at sea, her death certificate indicates. TMZ reports the news Saturday, but offered no details regarding when or where she might be laid to rest. The 46-year-old professional wrestler was found dead last month at her home in Redondo Beach, California. There were no signs of foul play, and the cause is being investigated. TMZ said law enforcement officials believe she died of an accidental drug overdose. Red Hot Chili Peppers frontman Anthony Kiedis is on the mend after a health scare prompted the last-minute cancellation of a Los Angeles concert. Speaking with Radio X about the ordeal, drummer Chad Smith said Kiedis will be back better than ever after he was hospitalized for severe stomach pain. Smith explained his stomach was killing him, and it was really scary. So we went directly to the hospital, and we were really upset we couldn't play for the fans, but also more worried about him. Chili Peppers were originally scheduled to headline KROQ's Weenie Roast Music Festival, but were forced to cancel their set on the same day. Band member Smith wrote on Twitter at the time, "No one is more disappointed than us that we couldn't perform tonight, sending love and a speedy recovery to my brother Anthony." The band is set to perform in Columbus, Ohio on Sunday. Maroon 5 will not be performing in North Carolina following the recent passing of the state's controversial House Bill 2, nicknamed the Bathroom Bill. The band released a brief statement citing morality as the reason why they decided to cancel the shows. The band said on Friday on their website, "We have announced that we will be canceling our upcoming shows in Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina because of the recent passage of the HB2 legislation. This was a difficult decision for us to make as a band. We don't want to penalize our fans in North Carolina by not performing for them, but in the end it comes down to what we feel is morally right." The band has thus canceled 2 shows in the state in Charlotte and Raleigh as formerly part of their current tour. They joined a legion of artists including Demi Lovato, Nick Jonas, Pearl Jam, Ringo Starr, and Bruce Springsteen, who have opted to cancel their North Carolina shows following the passing of the HB2 Public Facilities Privacy and Security Act, which specifies the bathroom transgender peoples are permitted to use. Other artists like Beyonce and Jackson Browne have opted to protest the law in other ways, including donating proceeds and bringing awareness to LGBT groups in the states. Drake is taking the 2016 BET Awards by storm with a total of 9 nominations, with Rihanna and Beyonce both in second with 5 nods each. BET announced the list of full nominees Friday, with Adele, Andrea Day, and K. Michelle competing against the 2 female frontrunners for Best Female R&B Pop Artist. Drake is up for the award for Best Group along alongside Future, with whom he released the mixtape titled What a Time to Be Alive. He's also mentioned twice for Best Collaboration with Future for Where You At and Rihanna for Work. The Toronto rapper is also nominated for Best Male Hip-Hop Artist, Video of the Year for both Hotline Bling and Work and the Coca-Cola Viewers' Choice Awards. He is nominated for the latter award 3 times for Hotline Bling, Where You At, and Work. The success follows the release of his highly anticipated album Views from the Six. Beyonce and Rihanna also recently released acclaimed albums this year. Both artists are currently on tour, Beyonce in promotion for her Lemonade album and Rihanna for Anti. The BET Awards also focus on television actors and films this year, nominating such films as Straight Outta Compton, Will Smith's Concussion, Creed, Beasts of No Nation, and Dope for Best Movie. Stars Gabrielle Union, Kerry Washington, Taraji P. Henson, and Tracy Ellis Ross are all nominated for Best Actress, while Anthony Anderson, Courtney B. Vance, Idris Elba, Michael B. Jordan, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. are in the run for Best Actor. Social media starlet and actress Amanda Steinberg has been nominated for the Young Stars Award alongside Willow Smith and others. BET President of Programming Stephen Hill said these nominees represent depth and diversity in achievements over the past year, and we look forward to recognizing them next month. He also added this show will be innovative and special. In addition to celebrating the best in entertainment, we'll also spend time through the show remembering Prince as only BET can. You can count on memorable performances and moments in honoring a true legend. This year's BET Awards will take place Sunday, June 26th at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles. The ceremony will be broadcast live on its corresponding channel. Sean P. Diddy Combs reunited with his Bad Boy family on stage Friday to kick off today's 2016 City Concert Tour. The hip-hop mogul performed some of his biggest hits throughout his career, including Coming Home, Bad Boy for Life, I Need a Girl Part 2, and paying homage to rap icon Notorious B.I.G. with More Money, More Problems. Combs was joined on stage by former Bad Boy label mates and associates Mace for their classic Feel So Good, Busta Rhymes for an energetic rendition of Pastor Cavassier, and R&B group 112 who performed their hit Peaches and Cream. The Today concert took place just hours before the collective kicked off a pair of Bad Boy reunion shows that began Friday at the Barclays Arena in Brooklyn to celebrate what would have been the 44th birthday of the Notorious B.I.G. Combs will be joined by more former and current artists under his Bad Boys record label, including Faith Evans, Lil' Kim, The Lox, Total, French Montana, and Marijuana's with Mary J. Blige and Jay-Z set to make an appearance during the Brooklyn show. The family will then embark on a Bad Boy reunion tour starting August 25th in Columbus, Ohio, and conclude October 8th in Oakland, California. Combs wrote on Twitter following the tour's announcement, "This isn't just a concert, this is hip-hop and R&B history. Hashtag Bad Boy Family Reunion Tour." A passing to report. Former Megadeth drummer Nick Menza collapsed on stage during a concert in Studio City, California, and died. He was 51. Rolling Stone magazine reported Menza's Saturday's death Sunday. His management said in a statement, Nick collapsed during the third song into a set with his band OHM. Earlier reports indicate he suffered a massive heart attack and was pronounced dead upon arrival at a hospital. Former Megadeth guitarist Marty Friedman said in a Facebook post, "We all know the great and unique drummer that Nick Menza was, but he was also a trustworthy friend, a hilarious bandmate, as well as a very loving dad. I'm beyond sad, did not see this coming at all. R.I.P. brother." Menza left Megadeth in 1998 after nearly a decade, then performed with the musical acts Memorain, Orphan to Hatred, and Delanot. Scottish DJ Calvin Harris suffered minor injuries in a car collision in Los Angeles Friday and subsequently canceled a planned show in Las Vegas this weekend. A message posted on Harris's Facebook page Saturday says Adams Transport was involved in a collision this evening on the way to the airport. As a result, he will be unable to perform an Omnia tonight. He has been examined by doctors and told to rest for a few days. A police representative told E! News a teenage female driver with several people in a Volkswagen Bug crossed over a center divider and crashed into the SUV in which Harris was a passenger. Harris sustained a cut to his nose and was transported to a hospital where he was treated and released, but the other driver broke her pelvis when she was ejected from her car because she was not wearing a seatbelt. He noted neither Harris nor his girlfriend, recording artist Taylor Swift, have personally commented on the collision. Aerosmith is shooting down reports claiming the veteran rock band wants to replace Steven Tyler as its lead vocalist. The group tweeted, along with a statement from guitarist Joe Perry, "There's absolutely no truth to a story circulating that Aerosmith is looking for a new singer." Perry said, "Any rumor out there about us looking for another singer is completely untrue. All 5 of us were just on the phone together talking about how excited we are to go to South America and Mexico City." Those tour dates are set for September 29th through October 27th. Tyler earlier this month announced his plans for a 19-city solo concert tour to begin in July and run through mid-September. The animated adventure The Angry Birds movie is the #1 film in North America after earning $39 million in receipts, Box Office Mojo announced Sunday. The screen adaptation of the popular video game ended the 2-week chart-topping reign of Captain America Civil War, forcing it into second place with $33.1 million. Coming in number 3 for the period of May 20th to the 22nd is Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising with $21.8 million, followed by The Nice Guys at number 4 with $11.3 million, and The Jungle Book at number 5 with $11 million. Running out the top tier are Money Monster at number 6 with $7.1 million, Darkness at number 7 with $2.4 million, Zootopia at number 8 with $1.7 million, Huntsman's Winter's War at number 9 with $1.2 million, and Mother's Day at number 10 with $1.1 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1979, Tom Petty defies his record label and files for bankruptcy. The music industry is notorious for its creative accounting practices and for onerous contracts that can keep even some of the top-selling artists perpetually in debt to their record labels. In a typical recording contract, a record label advances an artist a certain sum of money against future earnings from royalties. But because the cost of things like studio time, marketing support, and tour expenses must be recouped by the label before any artist earns any royalties, many artists who sign recording contracts never sell enough records to earn out their advance. Where this system truly breaks down is when a top-selling artist or group like TLC or Run DMC finds itself deeply in debt to its record labels despite having sold millions of records. Those are but 2 groups that have pursued a strategy made famous by Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Tom Petty when he declared bankruptcy on this date in 1979 in an effort to free him from his contract with Shelter Records. At the time of Tom Petty's bankruptcy filing, he had little to show financially for the 2 hit albums already behind him, 1976 Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, featuring the hit singles Breakdown and American Girl, and 1978's You're Gonna Get It. Unhappy with the terms of his contract with Shelter Records, Petty seized upon the sales of Shelter by ABC to industry giant MCA and as justification to declare himself, in effect, a free agent. In his own words, he would not be bought or sold like a piece of meat. Never mind the fact that the deal was actually a reacquisition since Shelter and with Petty's contract had actually been owned by MCA before being acquired by ABC. Petty refused to allow his next album to be released, even going so far as to bear the cost of recording it personally, leaving him some $500,000 in debt. This was when he filed for bankruptcy, hoping to gain leverage in the brewing legal dispute by having the bankruptcy court declare null and void an extremely unfavorable contract that Petty felt he had signed under duress. Ultimately, MCA blinked, agreeing to release Petty from his existing contract, but immediately re-signing him to a $3 million contract with a brand new subsidiary label created especially for the purpose. That album that Petty had held back, Damn the Torpedoes, featuring the singles Refugee and Don't Do Me Like That, would go on to be certified double platinum and make Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers into true superstars. But if MCA thought it had squabbles with Petty were behind them, at that point they were sorely mistaken. In 1981, Petty once again threatened to withhold his new album, Hard Promises, when MCA announced its intentions to sell it for $9.98. Full dollar more than the typical retail price at the time. Tom Petty said at the time, "If we don't take a stand, one of these days records are going to be $20. Once again, MCA finally agreed, selling the album at a retail for the customary $8.98. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, May 23rd, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's REYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.